individuality. Everybody's got something, you know. It could be, you know, your Ingve and it's your harmonic minor scale at massive speeds. Or it could be, you know, it could be anything. But that was fun. One thing that I do a lot is I rest my finger on harmonics and I hit down. Little percussive noises, and then I'm tapping notes here and pulling off onto the harmonics. How did that go? Yeah, that was actually my first guy. So he's talking about a song from one of my albums called Abnormal. There was a song called Dash, where the solo was doing this sort of pattern doing that. Hit it down, and hit it, tap it. Just hitting all different harmonies. I do it in also in what do you call it? Rockstar for a Day on the Normal album. It's got the solo that's don't go. Yeah, so I've done that in a few. On the first album, Adventures of Bumbleful Q Fever. Now I gotta remember it, wait. It's in there, and I forget all my own songs if I don't play. It's been like years. Oh, that's okay. So yeah, what I'm trying to think, where else did I use that little thing in there? I don't know. But yeah, so clip, 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 clip. Oh, jeez. I can't play the blues in that song. I do.
Oh yeah.
I do it in that intro thing. So yeah, that one I'm using this to get the higher notes. It's kind of like going. Doing it in an octave higher. Remember the thing we talked about? You cut them under the string and half, blah, 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 blah. Oh, it goes stupid fast. Yeah, then this this thing here is like weird solos. Do a lot of weird solos, I don't know. So yeah. So that's the click, 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 click. It's a new term courtesy of Ollie Rose Flash. Click, click, click. Can you play the song that goes click, 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 click? Yeah.
Ron, your way of playing is so unique. What's the message behind your music? You say that some of your solos is weird. So what's behind the music? What's the message?
Me!
So
Oh, what's the message? Well, I mean, it's always different. It's whatever you want it to be, whatever you feel at that moment. You know, it could be anything. It could be something very melodic and sweet and romantic and loving, or it could be something really angry, or just something just laughing at life. Could be anything. The message, nobody has just one message. You do need to branch out a little bit. Yeah. So it's the same messages that anyone has throughout the day. You know, it's just everything that makes a person who they are. Yeah!
How is your mental practice? Or what do you think about how to practice?
So what do I practice now? Like, what do I do to practice? So yeah, you know, at this point, like, all I'm practicing is just trying to remember my songs and I won't forget it. That's really it. Because honestly, like, practicing my own songs is the toughest thing for me to do. I have the hardest time playing my own stuff. Everything else is a lot easier. I'm sorry, you know, and it doesn't mean anything is good or bad. It's just, physically easier and easier to retain. It's a lot easier to play that. And to sing it all at the same time and everything. That's the tough part, is a lot of the stuff, it's like the mental multitasking. Songs that may not even sound like they're that crazy. Things going on at once, so it's more the practice of like getting a rap down. My solos are really tough. Yeah.
That's somebody that want to ask.
So I mean,
Do you know?
yeah.
Hey, come up, man.
Just before, did you learn jazz before? Because I look at play some jazz stuff.
Oh, what stuff?
Jazz
before.
So jazz, like a real book, like a standard music.
Jazz music.
Yeah, absolutely. Jazz, classical, everything, every type of music.
So,
You know,
who is the most influenced musician for you?
what is the toughest?
The most influential
Oh,
musician.
most influential musicians. Definitely Eddie Van Halen. Because before Eddie, I was like this little snot-nosed Angus Young kid. Just like running around my room. And then someone said to me, like, you ever hear Eddie Van Halen? I was like, Ed the Hooba Dabba Doo. And they're like, he does this thing called tapping. What's a tapping? You know? And then my first thing I heard was... I've never heard that sound before. I've never heard anything like it. And I was like, and yeah, I was like, he's like, oh, you like that? I was like, yeah. Oh, check this out. What? So
You play backwards before, right?
yeah. So yeah, I actually went.
So you transcribe Edifan all the songs?
Have I transcribed it? No, I would try and learn them all by ear. Yeah, everything by ear. What I would do is I would take one album and I would say, I'm going to learn one side of this album. right now. And I would just go through and just listen and try and just get down to everything. Just any albums. It would be, Diver Down from Halen. Whatever it is. Or then I remember one time it was definitely didn't Maiden albums, the old Maiden of Paul Diano. And try to get all the harmony parts. But yeah, like I would just take any album and just try and learn like one whole side of it. You and then you, yes.
You say that your music is very tough.
Yeah.
So how do you share your music and then finding people to play all together with you?
Their parts are easy, my parts are tough. Yeah. That's the thing. It's it's like I mean even their parts have their moments, but it's like they're just going and I'm doing that.
He said, he's got trouble to find the right people to play with.
Oh, how do you find the right people to play with? We're going to talk about that next. Question?
Yeah, what's your motivation to continue playing? What inspires you to continue playing and learning more? Because it's been most musicians.
Oh, it's so simple. Such an easy answer to that. You remember why you first started playing, and you don't forget. It's that simple. It's, I'm all pissed off yesterday about the luggage, and got lost and didn't get it, or didn't arrive, and then the hotel room didn't have internet, and then it got, suddenly, it's like, can you play in Brazil while you're in Chile, and trying to see if I could get a flight to this weird city off the, it's not direct, and all this like stuff going on, all this business stuff. None of that matters. None of that matters at all. It's very simple. I play because I enjoy it, and I want to share that. That's it. It's that simple. Just, you never, no matter what, you don't forget that. It is that simple. Everything else complicates it and might blur your vision from that simple thing, which is why you started, why you still do it. As long as you don't forget that simple, basic thing, you're fine. Axel will be 3 hours late, people are rioting, and all this stuff going on. I'm like, you know what? I love making music. And then you go up there and you have a great time. It's that simple. Yeah. So you never lose that as long as you don't let yourself lose it. As long as you don't get yourself wrapped up in all the irrelevant little stupid things that annoy you, don't worry about that stuff. That stuff comes and goes, but the one thing in your core that launched everything, your love of music and devoting yourself to it, and wanting to share it, and the happiness it brings you and that you try to bring to other people, stay focused on that. Just always keep nothing in the way of that. Just keep that clear and always be able to see that. That's it. Yeah.